Hello. Okay, whatever we have discussed in our previous lectures, is there any problem in those topics? Is that okay to all of you? Okay. Can you see my screen? Can you all see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. अच्छा, let's move ahead. Okay. The important means till now whatever we have discussed that is related with the basics of the database management system. We have discussed like what is database management system, what is file system, what is in architectural sense, what is the architecture of a database management system, what are the various users of the database management system, what is DBA, what are the roles and responsibilities of the DBA, what are the various models that has been proposed by the scientists like a network model, a hierarchical model. Okay, what are the pros and cons related with the hierarchical and network model? In that reference, let us move ahead and let us try to know what is the design process of a database. I mean, because what is our aim as a person, as an engineer or as a student, you must be able to design a database for any kind of enterprise. Okay, so this is what our objective. So the question is that from which point you are going to start the designing of the database. Obviously, the designing of the database will be starting from the requirement analysis. What this means first you need to know what is the requirement of the enterprise. Okay, requirement of the enterprise. It includes that can be done by using the different kind of questionnaires. Okay, like you can ask that what are the various kinds of entities are there in your enterprise, identification of the various kinds of entities, identification of the various kinds of attributes, identification of the various kinds of relationship among those entities. So this is what the purpose of the requirement analysis. Or you can easily understand is, suppose you are going for to build any kind of project, तो आप पहले क्या करते हैं? You do the requirement analysis कि भाई what are the various requirement of this project. Okay, and then after doing this analysis, then you frame the what you need to do to design your database. Okay, so in database designing, after doing the requirement analysis, we do the conceptual database design. This is what, always remember this, whenever someone will talk about the conceptual database design, it includes the designing of the database. Here comes the role of the ER model. I mean, after doing the requirement analysis, we do the conceptual database design. The name itself is indicating that conceptual database design means you are going to design your overall database in terms of like here entity, okay, and relationship among those entities. Okay, so at conceptual level, what is which data model you are going to use here? That is ER model. Okay, this is what our objective, because from in today's class we are going to learn this ER model in detail. Okay, then comes the role of logical database design. Okay, this logical database designing includes the that is the conversion of this conceptual database design, that is ER model, to itself table, corresponding table. Okay, just see how the information flows from top to bottom. That is from requirement analysis to conceptual database design with ER model, designing of your database. Here comes the role of ER model. Then logical database design is nothing but the conversion of that ER model. Because as I told you that you cannot implement this ER model directly. No? You need to convert that ER model to corresponding implementational model. That implementation model is just like your relational model. It means here comes the role of conversion of ER diagram to the table. Then at fourth step, what you can do, you can refine your whatever the schema, whatever the structure you understand at the time of the requirement analysis to the conceptual database design. You can do the schema refinement. This is known as the normalization part. ठीक है. So here just see, you are going to learn the conceptual database design, that is the ER model. Then you will convert that ER model to the corresponding table. Then you will do the schema refinement in the form of normalization. ठीक है, ऐसे होता है. Then physical database design, that is the part of your DBA. I mean, which kind of data structure you should use, what are the various kind of indexing you are going to use. So this is not the part of your syllabus. What these second, third, and fourth step is important, and most of the questions, and for any kind of student, these three parts you must know how to do the conceptual database design, like ER model, how you can do the designing of the database using the ER model, and how you can convert that corresponding ER to the relational table. Then comes the role of schema refinement. As a, you have to study in this sequence. Then only you can understand how the things are going. Okay. Then physical database design is the part of, be it like deciding which kind of indexing, hashing, or something like that, which you are going to use. Then security aspects. This is not again the part of your syllabus, but these are the 6 steps by using which any kind of analyst, database analyst, can design the database for an enterprise. Okay, so why I am telling this introduction? Because we are going to learn this conceptual database designing part. Then we will convert this conceptual database design to the logical database design, and we will also see how we are going to refine that schema. Schema means जो भी structure हमने table का decide किया था, उसे कैसे refine कर सकते हैं by understanding the concept of the normalization. ठीक है? So this is what the overall objective of your database management system. It means you have to understand these second, third, and fourth steps thoroughly so that you can use your mind to design any kind of database, put the queries of from the database, and in turn you will get the response from that. This is what the objective of your overall curriculum. Okay, so let us start. So I'm going to share another slide. That is another. Okay, this is what the ER model. Okay, let's start. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So अब आपके माइंड में पता चल गया होगा कि what is the objective of this ER model. जो ER मॉडल हम लोग करते हैं कि ER मॉडल we should develop the ER model for this particular database, this particular requirements. So what it means, you are nothing but you are going to do some kind of diagrammatic representation of your existing schema, whatever you decided at the time of the requirement analysis, or whatever is there in your mind, the diagrammatic representation of that that structure in terms of entities and relationship is known as the ER model. Okay? So what why the second question is that, sir, if there is a relational database and a network data model, then what is the use of this ER model? Obviously, like you can easily understand as we human being, what we can easily understand, the diagrammatic representation. If I am presenting some kind of picture in front of you, you can easily understand that what this picture is or what this picture part is saying, if you have the knowledge about the various parts represented by that picture. Okay, so like the same way, the communication to the various kinds of user, including the developers, whatever the users as well as the part of the system which constitute your database management, the various things of the database management system, they can easily understand what exactly the company is going to do in terms of the entities and relationship. So our analyst always proposes, before building any kind of database, जब आप भी work करोगे as an analyst, in your presentation, you will present this. If you are going to implement any kind of database for existing enterprise, you will present in terms of ER model or UML diagram or something like that you will use, so that can be communicated in front of the higher level management or to the users who are the users of that database management system, because it is the responsibility of the the user that they can easily, if there is any kind of changes. Suppose I understand that there could be one entity, but for example I'm saying that but actual the scenario is like this, that you need to use the two entities. So who will tell you what are the various changes which you must do? That is the user. No, I mean the user, though they don't have the knowledge about any kind of technical things, but actually what they know, they can easily explain what they're looking for, what they are looking for clearly. So this is what the aim of AR model. So in this discussion, it is clear in our mind that what we are going to do, we are going to represent our database structure in terms of entities, attributes, and relationship. These are the three important uh, key players of this ER model, that is entities, attribute, and relationship. इन तीनों चीजों को हमें समझना है one by one. Okay, Anjali is waiting. So let us start with the entity. So how you will identify this entity? Basically, the entity in ER diagram is represented by this rectangle. Later on you will see in ER diagram. So rectangular symbol is used for the, so what in ER diagram we are going to do, we are going to use the different kind of representational symbols, like rectangular symbol for the entities, okay, attributes like the oval structure for the attribute, relationship like diamond structure for the relationship. So what you can easily understand by viewing that, by seeing those kind of rectangular structure, that what are the various entities and those oval structure, like what are the various attributes of those entities, and by seeing the various diamond structure, you can easily see what are the relationship among those entities. Okay, so this is what the way to communicate to the different kind of users of your database management system. Okay, and much more communicating way by using this ER diagram. उनके सामने if you will present the structure of the table, so table में it's not easy, but if you see some kind of diagrammatic representation, you can easily understand what are the various component, क्या है, what are the various relationship. This is what the aim. So how you will identify entity? So what the scenario is like this. You as a database analyst went some place at some enterprise and asked to the users of the database management system some general questionnaires. On the basis of those questionnaires, you will decide that what are the various entities are there in your existing database. Okay, misidentification of the entity. So how you will identify those entities? Obviously, in terms of the entity, you can easily understand an entity could be just like the objects like a person, a car, or if I'm using a kind of phrase, like in your question, in your various question which you will tackle in your written examination as well as any kind of examination which you're going to face, that things will be written in the form of the phrases. Paragraph will be written. On the basis of that paragraph, you should be able to identify the entities, attributes, relationship. On the basis of that, you should be able to sketch out the ER diagram. Okay, so how you will identify that entity? Obviously, nouns. You all people know noun is a name of the person, place, or things. Okay, this is the definition of the noun. It's just like an object. So all those entity you will identify all those verbal expression as an entity. If that verbal expression is represented in the form of nouns or objects, or you are thinking that this expression, this thing is having its own separate existence. Okay, separate existence is the important thing, because each and every object is having its own separate existence. Okay, so in this way you can easily identify what are the various entities are there. Like for example, a person, a car. But here in ER model, you're not going to represent the individual entity. Okay, the individual entity will be represented in the table. Like suppose I'm saying student. So what is student? This student is entity or entity set. Obviously, student, if you are storing the record of the various students, so it is the collection of the various students. Okay, so in the ER diagram, rather than saying this entity, we by doing this rectangular representation, we are representing this entity set rather than the entity. But synonymously, interchangeably, we are using this word entity or entity set. There is nothing like means whenever you are representing any kind of ER diagram, you are again representing the entity set, but as entities are the the part of the entity set, so you can use interchangeably. Generally we use the word entity, okay, but actually that rectangular diagram is the entity set that is representing the collection of entities rather than a single entity. ठीक है, तो मतलब ये होता है. So what is how you will identify any kind of entities in the given paragraph or any kind of verbal expression or any kind of conversation? By understanding the various kinds of nouns, by understanding the various kinds of objects, or you can easily identify those things which are having its own separate existence. Suppose, for example, if I am saying that a faculty teaches a student, okay, this is what the one line of the your requirement analysis or your verbal expression indicating. So what you will say, faculty, it means without faculty and student, this teaching process, teaching learning process cannot be cannot be performed, cannot be occurred. Okay, so it means this student and faculty is having its own separate existence. Again, in this line, faculty teaches student. Okay, okay, so faculty is again used as an nouns, or you can say object. So obviously you just identify there will be the two entities in this line, like the faculty and the student. So this is what the aim of the entity. Okay, so this is entity. Now, the next thing is that you must be able to identify the attributes of those entities. Okay, so attributes, if you are going to tackle any kind of question, like as I said that faculty is described by its name, its faculty ID, its specialization subjects, like that. So what are these, what these lines is saying? Okay, what this line is saying, again, I am describing the attributes of that noun, that is faculty. Okay, so these description is descriptive property of any kind of entity is known as a attribute. By using these kind of verbal expression or these kind of sentences or this kind of discussion, you can easily identify what are the various attributes of the corresponding entities. As I said that a faculty is described by its name, gender or address or specialization subject. Like the same way, if I'm saying using another line in this expression, a student is described, is identified by its roll number, its semester, okay, and the various subject he or she has opted, okay, have opted. So this is what the aim of this entities and attributes, and how you are going to identify these entities and attributes. Now the next important thing, which is, so what is, how you can define an attribute? An attribute is the descriptive property of an entity. Okay, ऐसे लिखोगे आप, this is what the definition. Now the third important part of this ER model is you must be able to identify the relationship. ठीक है, रिलेशनशिप कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे? जैसे सपोज आई सेड that faculty teaches student. Okay, so these two are the entities, that faculty and student. So you identified them as the entity. Now what is that? The association between these two entities. These two entities are associated to each other by using the relationship, and its name is the teaching learning process. Okay, तो क्या हुआ? So this is what the relationship. So how you can define a relationship? An association among the entities is is known as the relationship. ठीक है, and this relationship in ER diagram is represented by your diamond symbol, and attributes is represented by using this oval symbol. Okay, oval structure. So what in another way, that is the works for, suppose I am saying the employee works for a department. So employee works for a department. It means employee works for is a verb for department. So employee works for department means employee and department are two different entities, and they are associated to each other by using the works for relationship. So what is a relationship? What is a relationship? Relationship is nothing but the association among the entities. Okay, like if I'm using the word a person owns a car, ठीक है, a person means entity set, I mean car is another entity set, ठीक है. Now the person owns a car, the owns relationship is associating this person to a car. So this is what the way to identify the various entities and descriptive properties as an attribute, and the association among those entity represents the relationship. And the diagram which we use to represent the entities, attributes and relationship is the rectangle, oval structure and diamond structure. This is what the aim of the ER model, and throughout in your ER model you are going to represent the entities along with their attributes and relationship among those entities, along with some kinds of constraints which we will study further. Clear? So what it means, I just explained that entity set or entity type is जैसे मैं बोला हूँ person, जैसे a person owns a car. So यहाँ पे here the person is not the, you can say that it's an entity type or entity set, because a person का क्या है, the person is having its characteristics like age, name and address. Okay, so synonymously you can use this entity type or entity set, I mean collection of the entity or entity generally. ठीक है, but exactly this is represented by using this set. Set है ना, if I'm saying person is person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4, student, it's an entity type. Synonymously you can use as I explained you. Okay, so it represents the student entity type. Entity type means the name of the entity set. Okay, that is the person or student. So they represent the entity, individual entities within that set. Okay, so synonymously what we are going to use these two words like entity type or entity set or entity. Fine, okay. But an entity, just see, if I'm saying the person, so person is described by its name, age and address. So here person is entity type, or you can say that it will represent the collection of the individual entity. But if I'm saying 32 Ram and Durgapur, so this is what exactly the entity, because student 1 is an entity of a student. Okay, but student in totality will represent the entity type. Means the name of the entity or entity set is what? Student or person. But exactly one instance of that set is known as the entity. Okay? So this is what. So while explaining, while learning the things, we are using the set notations. जैसे मैंने ये बनाया and I represent these dot symbols like, yeah, either you can write like person 1, person 2, person 3. So you can easily understand that this is to understand the concept, we are going to understand these individual entities of this entity type, person or student. Okay, so entity can be added or deleted at any time. This is what the exactly the aim. Like I said, na, student can be enrolled. तो किस टेबल में होगा? स्टूडेंट टेबल में होगा. Fine, or existing student can be deleted. Okay, so an entity, single entity can be added or deleted. This is what the fundamental line while describing the any kind of while describing this entity. So you can represent this entity. Like the same way, if we are representing, we are not representing a single entity, we are representing the entity type or entity set. So like the same way, while describing the relationship among those entities, ठीक है, तो वो क्या होगा? That will form, I mean that is not for the individual entity, that is representing the whole collection of those entities. So the relationship will be known as the relationship type. I mean the name of the relationship will be, suppose I am saying the person owns a car. I mean all the entities which are there in the person. Suppose I am owning some kind of Mercedes. Okay, so I am the entity of the entity type person. I'm owning the car like Mercedes. entity, okay, but the relationship again will be represented by the relationship. I mean the collection of those relationships. So they are representing individual as a whole by in ER diagram. Okay, so rather than using this word relationship, you can also this word relationship type, which represents the collection of the, I mean the relationship among all the entities, representing the collection of the relationship. Okay, this is what another aspect to understand this ER model and what ER model communicates. Okay. Okay, so in ER में we generally use the entity type, not entity. ठीक है, जो आपको मैंने बताया ER. Okay, fine. इतनी चीजें आपके समझ में आई कि नहीं आई? Is this clear? Because पहले attendance ले लेते हैं. Let us just take the attendance. Then if the time will allow, we will further discuss. So this is the basic thing from where you must start your understanding, that is the concept of the ER diagram. इतनी चीजें समझ में आई? Any problem?
No sir.
Sir, पहले आप लोग को पता था ये चीज? अच्छा बताइए, रोल नंबर 1 to 10.
Sir, roll number 1.
1, 2. Sir, roll number 2. Okay.
All 4 sir.
4. Next.
39 सर गौरव.
9 गौरव हो गया. नहीं, रोल नंबर 9 क्या है किसका? रोल नंबर 9 या आदित्य ठाकुर.
सर 39.
नहीं अब सीरियल वाइज बताइए, रोल नंबर 1 to 10 तक.
सर रोल 10.
रोल 10. ओके. नेक्स्ट 11 to 20.
रोल 15.
15 हो गया.
13.
13 हो गया. ओके.
19 sir.
19 is okay. Now 20 to 30.
22.
22. Okay.
24.
26.
24. Arpan.
24.
Okay.
Yes sir.
26. Arya.
सर 28.
30. Yes sir.
28. Ashish. Ranjan.
30 sir.
Okay. 30 भी विजेता. Next 31 to 40.
सर 29 सर.
29 बिल्कुल.
सर
आयुष.
29.
हाँ हो गया आयुष. Now tell me 31 to 40.
37 सर.
32 सर. 39 गौरव.
एक मिनट. 37 भी हो गया. 32 देवंग रॉय.
यस सर.
Hello sir. 16 छूटेगा.
16
Sir
हो गया.
20.
20 भी हो गया. अंकिता आप लोग नहीं थी क्या?
नो सर, मेरा आवाज ही नहीं जा रहा था, पता नहीं.
अच्छा चलो कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
सर 16 हो गया ना.
हाँ हो गया. नेक्स्ट आप लोग बताइए 40 to 39. गौरव
35.
हाँ सर.
35 39 दोनों हो गया. नेक्स्ट
37 सर. 37 सर.
37 हो गया है बिल्कुल.
40.
40 हिमांशु. 40.
Yes sir.
ओके.
Yes sir.
नेक्स्ट आप बता दीजिए. नेक्स्ट बताइए 40 to 50 के बीच में.
48 सर, मणि कुमार.
46.
Sir 45.
46 भी हो गया.
सर 46.
45.
45 sir.
कुमार अभिनव, ये दिस इज योर फर्स्ट लेक्चर. हाँ, कहाँ रहते हैं आप?
नहीं सर सेकंड थर्ड हुआ था. 2 दिन और क्लास किए थे.
अच्छा 2 दिन क्लास किए थे. किस दिन? एक बार हमसे जरा कम्युनिकेट कर लीजिएगा. ठीक है.
बस ठीक है सर, हम आपको मैसेज कर देंगे सर.
हाँ.
सर 48 सर.
48 मणि कुमार हो गया. नेक्स्ट
46.
46 हो गया. नेक्स्ट आई मीन 50 to 60 बताइए.
51 सर.
51 हो गया.
सर 53.
53 yes. ओके. नेक्स्ट
सर 56.
56 हो गया. नयन सिंह. नेक्स्ट 60.
Yes sir.
निशा हो गया, पीयूष पाल, पीयूष कुमार,
61 सर, पीयूष पाल प्रेजेंट सर।
हाँ तुम तो अटेंड कर ही रहे हो, बिल्कुल ठीक है। हो गया सभी लोगों का?
सर 21
पर कौन सा रोल नंबर? आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं है। 22 हो गया अरिंदम सर का?
21 2 नहीं।
अच्छा, अनुराधा सिंह हो गया है, इट्स ओके, ठीक है। चलो, तो ये था, यहाँ तक आपको क्या समझ में आ चुका है? एंटिटी, रिलेशनशिप एंड दिस थिंग, बिकॉज फर्दर we are going to learn this attributes and representation and various kinds of structural constraints, ठीक है। एंटिटी रिलेशनशिप मॉडल के बारे में we will discuss further. So is this clear? सही है ना? सभी लोगों को पता चल गया कि कैसे हम
Yes, sir.
how you will identify. अब लेट अस टॉक अबाउट द एट्रीब्यूट्स, क्योंकि 1 मिनट 49 सेकंड है, तो बताऊं, एक्सप्लेन करूं यार? बताइए आप लोग क्या करें, बिकॉज ये तो कवर नहीं हो पाएगा। ठीक है, चलो फिर नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में डिस्कस करेंगे, ठीक है?
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू सर।
ठीक है, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर।